We are back with more of My Southern Home, and I'm here with Laryn Karsnitz with Heritage Window Solutions. And Laryn, I love the home that you brought us to today, and it has a really amazing story about how you helped them with the windows.
Yes, well, they built this home in the 1980s, and the wood windows that they put in were high-value wood windows, but they were starting to suffer from rot. They also had problems with the siding, the wood siding, and the wood trim around the home. It was beginning to rot on them prematurely. And so we used old techniques of copper flashing over the window openings and storm windows to protect the wooden windows. And now we feel like we have the house really stabilized. It should do fine over the years.
Well, and you did this 5 years ago. You worked on this,
Yes.
so that's a testament to how long your work lasts.
Well, thank you. So it should last a whole lot longer than that.
You know, one of the things that's interesting about your company and why I'm so happy to have you on the show is a lot of people think when their windows start rotting, they have to replace them. And you're proof that you can keep the architectural integrity of a window and the character of it and have it last the test of time just by using traditional methods that aren't
Yes.
used anymore.
Yes, that's correct. It seems sometimes that they're being forgotten today in the construction industry, but yes, just copper flashing in itself and the method of leaving airspace between siding and casing and doing it all properly really allows it to breathe. And so when wood does not sit in water or water doesn't have the chance to get in there, what that adds up to is it just simply won't rot. The fungus that's in wood is there, and it's active when the moisture content in wood gets up above a certain percentage. And if you allow it to breathe, it just won't do that. And so it'll last a long time if it's installed properly and treated properly.
And you helped her on not just the window behind us, but all the windows on the home.
Yes, that's right. There were casing issues or carpentry issues around the house, but just bits and pieces, because really the material's fine. She used redwood in the construction, good high-end material. It just, because of the methods that have been employed, and it's not uncommon, there was just some failure which just was corrected because mainly flashing. So it's really helped.
And you guys are unique in the fact that you have a wood and a paint shop as well. So you're handcrafting all of these windows to bring them back to life.
Well, our repairs to old windows that we pull into the shop go through a long process. And yes, we have two shops right now. We're consolidating into one before long, but those repairs they take a long time in the shops, and we support our field work by what we can produce in the shop. So it's necessary. It's necessary to be able to locate good material, which Kentucky, there's an abundance of it here. I mean, there's some really good species around that are available to us. And when we finish with it and get it up, we're really trying to get something that will hold up well for the next 100 years. And that's our target, that's our goal.
So when you say that there's a long process, what is that process for homeowners?
Well, it depends on the age of the windows. These windows were modern windows, which really needed just some patching, some paint maintenance, and some corrections, sealing areas that were not really properly sealed right from the start. The kind of thing that our experience with dealing with windows gets us to zero in on. Old windows, well, they require maintenance because they were designed to last for hundreds of years. So if we can get the sash out every 100 years and take them to our shops and put them through a process, well, then our feeling is we're preparing them for the next 100 years of service. When it comes to trim and trim elements, well, again, we're looking for that high quality material that we can use in executing a trim scheme on a house, along with the flashing necessary. And if we have the time to do it and the budget allows it, why, you can do a nice job on exterior trim that will last.
And you started your business on historic homes.
Yes, that's right. When I first came to Lexington, I worked at a horse farm north of town, which was a Great Revival 1830s home that just was a remarkable experience for me. It was great to see the kind of craftsmanship that Finnish carpenters back in the day would use to execute window, door, and all finished carpentry projects. But what amazed me more than anything is how long it lasted, because you can still see much of that work surviving today. With proper maintenance, there's no reason why it won't survive for hundreds of years.
So if someone has a historic home that has some tricky windows that will no longer open, or the pulleys are not working properly, you can fix all of that.
We can, but we can also instruct the homeowner to do it. It's my opinion that balance system that you're describing was made by the window makers for the homeowner or his handyman to handle. Yes, we do that work all the time, but it's work that we find a lot of, especially young couples, they want to get into it and they want to do it themselves, and it's fun to see that.
Thank you so much, Laryn. It's always so informative to have you on the show.
Thank you, Kimberly. It's a pleasure to be here.
We'll be back with more My Southern Home in just a moment.